order. We'll start with a pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So, seeing Tom's off for 2 weeks, I'm going to be chairing the meeting today, and Kim will be doing it next week. So, warrant bills signed?
Yep.
Okay, approval of the agenda?
Make a motion, we approve the agenda?
Second that, all in favor?
Is that with the one addition?
Oh, yep, we're going to add to old business B, land use fees.
Thank you.
So,
Okay, so we got that.
minutes of the last meeting.
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes of January 11th.
I'll second that. All in favor? Okay, town administrator, weekly update.
All right, just a couple of things. First is to let you know that on February 7th and 8th, there's a required training that my assistant and I need to take regarding town meeting and local election laws. It runs from 9 to 12:30, so we'll have a delayed opening, we'll post it, but we need to both take it, so the window won't be able to be attended to. Next is just to let you know that all the budget memos have gone out to the department heads, so if you haven't seen them yet, they're in your boxes. Social services ones have gone out as well with the letter stating what the Warren and Finance and the board decided they needed. So hopefully we'll see those back soon. For personal reasons, Ted Clapp will no longer be doing our IT work. He is available by phone over the next few weeks as needed. So I have reached out to surrounding municipalities to find out who they are using. I did get in contact with Sanford's IT person and met with him, and also a Shapley Alford IT person, met with him. So we have one issue in the office that no one seems to be able to figure out, so I figure the first one that solves it gets the job. So,
There we go.
they both have made a good attempt. They both come in and had some different ideas. No, we'll do references and stuff, but they're both working for good municipalities and have room for us, so.
Nice.
So that's that. And then the other thing, just to let you know that I did have a conference call with Ron Smith today in the audit. He's still working at it and expects to have it to you by the middle of February.
Good.
Originally, he was January. He's been delayed.
He's been delayed. He had something that came up, and he's doing his best, and we'll get it to you.
We're being persistent, trying to get this done as soon as possible. We're pushing him pretty hard for this, so.
That's all.
That's all?
Yes,
Okay. Okay. Department head committee chair updates. I don't see any. We're gonna table the liaison updates today.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
On to old business, facility assessment RFP.
So we had the presentation last week from one of the companies. You did have the second bid as well, so I'm not sure what direction the board is looking to go in.
Did you say this came from the second company?
Well, when we opened them originally, we had two.
Two, right.
We had, which one?
We
gave
had
us-
the first one
gave you a
last week.
presentation last week, yep.
Are we
The other
going
one-
to meet with the other company? Like we did with this company?
Sure, that's
Well,
what the,
I mean, there was a huge difference in price, but,
$9,000.
yeah, but I really think probably it'd be to our advantage to see apples and apples, see what the presentation.
I was gonna say, is there a difference?
Anyways.
This one's out of Scarborough, yeah,
Yeah.
these people flew in, but
So, I don't think. it
What do
would
you
hurt.
think? I mean, yeah, I'd like to, I mean, I know it's more, but are they offering different things and stuff, so?
yeah, I haven't compared
I
my, don't
okay.
know if, I know Tom had mentioned going through them line for line, I'm not sure if he had a chance to do that, but.
Yeah.
So next week would be out, February 1st, you have someone already coming in, so I can schedule them for the 8th of February.
Yep.
That sounds
to me.
good. And what was their name again?
TRC out of Scarborough.
Okay. We'll go down to B, land use fees.
So this is just an updated form. The only changes are the, up top, the residential was changed from 4 to 6, and the commercials from 6 to 8. And then the line was taken out regarding the 25% down, so just looking for a
Pretty
motion to
much
sign
the
it.
presentation that we had last
Exactly.
week.
Right, so we just need to make a motion to accept the new fees.
Well, you did last week, you're really just
Right.
signing it.
So we just need to sign it, we don't have to do anything? Okay, well then,
A
hang on.
motion to sign?
Make a motion to sign the land use fee schedule.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Okay, there you go.
Get that on the website and
Okay, down to new business. Engineering service RFP.
so we received one, it was hand delivered, this afternoon from Sebago Technics, which happens to be the company that, when we reached out to the surrounding municipalities originally, the majority of them used. I just got it, so we'll scan it and email it to you guys to
I've actually
review.
worked with that company
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
We'll take it apart, scan it, and, put it on an agenda for sometime in February.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, B, fire department grant.
So the fire department, for the last several years, has received, a volunteer fire assistance grant. It is, the grant is essentially for 50% of the expenditures. The fire department does budget on these items in their equipment line because they need them anyways. They're just always hopeful that maybe they get this grant and get reimbursed the 50%. It's for 4 radios, a headset mic, and a pump. The total expenditure is about $3,500. The town was approved for $1,719, so it's a savings back to the town, because like I said, he budgeted for all of these items anyways. So, once we order them, sign it, and send them proof of purchase, they will reimburse the town $1,719. So, and like I said, this is several years in a row, that they've gotten this, so there's just a place on there for, the bottom line. Tom did meet with as the liaison with the fire chief, Wayne, last week, went over everything, confirmed it with the treasurer. It's good to go.
All right, so we'll make a motion to sign the agreement for state assistance volunteer fire assistance program.
I'll second that. All in favor? Okay.
Do you just need one signature?
Two is good. We always
Okay,
like
two, all right. There you go.
Okay, we're done, poll permits.
So this week's is a Godding and Orchard Road permit.
On and Orchard Road?
It's just corner of, I think.
Yep.
Corner of Gauding Road and Orchard. All right, so, I'll make a motion that we accept the poll permit for the corner of Gauding Road and Orchard Road.
Is there a poll number or anything?
It is
Poll number 2?
poll number 2. Oh, yes. No, oh, number of polls, it says
number of
2.
polls, okay, well,
I don't see a,
Just on the front page somewhere.
yeah, usually. It's a little different than the last one I did.
Let's see what we got here. See it on there.
No, neither do I.
Directions,
Acton,
Lincoln's directions, distance.
Southwest, 40 feet,
Is
number
there
of
a line
polls 2.
missing? And we can table it till next week if you wanna.
Why don't we, I don't see a poll number.
It's just, it's gonna need,
Notification, work order numbers.
well, we can approve the work order number.
There you go.
All right, so we'll prove it with this work number of, let me put my glasses on. 801000514-032.
Second that. All in favor? Okay. These poll permits are really a technicality, you know, they just so they can place a pole in our right of way. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Municipal offices, there we go, I found it.
well, you gotta do one for the Garden Road too, correct?
I think,
Oh,
no,
is it-
it's
it was all-
together,
Oh,
it's
is
like
it all
on the
together?
corner,
Okay.
yeah, so, yeah, here you go, there's the dimensions. All right, poll permit, appointments.
Okay, we're down to appointments.
So I don't have anything prepared for this. I know that you guys met, with the 3 people that were interested in the planning board. I have 3 names that I forwarded to the full board. Want to talk about that?
Yeah, so what we've done, we had 3 people contact a town administrator interested in the planning board positions. So we've been talking about these appointments, bringing people in, and actually doing a meet and greet with them so we know who we're appointing. And so we started that today. And so we brought in 3 individuals that were, actually, they did well.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and we talked to them and asked them some questions of why they want to be on it. Any of the experience they have with zoning or anything of the such. And it actually went well. We had, it was myself, Kim, and Jason, our code officer.
Yep.
Seeing that, you know, codes has to work with the planning board, we thought it was a good idea to bring him in. We like to do this with all the appointments that we, rec or anything like that, so at least we know who we're appointing. So we're just not throwing people on committee just to say we did. So, I think it went well.
Well, it's nice to put a face to the names too, because sometimes we'll appoint people and I don't even know them. So it was nice today to meet them and, just talk and stuff and just kind of let them know, what they were not getting into, but, what it consisted of and things like that. And they all seem very nice, and it's nice to have some people step up. So that was good.
We're pretty excited about that, so, do we have the names?
I have the names.
She doesn't,
I
she
didn't,
hasn't
I
done.
didn't prepare anything, because I don't,
prepared
you
it.
didn't make obviously you didn't make a decision in there.
Yeah,
I
we're gonna make
can
a
tell you the
deci-
names out loud if that's what you'd like.
Yeah.
Do we make it, are we making a decision tonight?
Well, we can, I think we have a planning board meeting tomorrow night. So, these individuals there, when we spoke to them, we did tell them there that we may be making a decision tonight. That way there, we could get them on that board, so, because I believe there is a new project starting.
Okay.
So it'd be.
That and zoning.
Yeah,
And zoning, right.
So, I would like to appoint these individuals tonight if possible.
All right, so you have 1 regular seat that goes until June of 2024, and you have 2 alternates until June of 2023.
Okay.
Okay.
I,
Well, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Ryan Gleason as a voting member till 24.
So Ryan Gleason gets the regular seat until 6 of 24.
okay. And then we had,
For a second.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
That's right, that's,
And then the other 2, are these 2 people getting moved forward as alternates before I say the names
alternates.
out loud?
Yeah, alternates.
Chelsea Kenyon and Adam Dolliver.
No, not Adam Dolliver.
Sorry, Adam Brock.
There we
He was
go.
wearing an
Sorry.
Adam Dolliver
He had
shirt.
yeah, and I only
so
saw him
threw
for a minute. I
everybody
didn't sit
off,
in on him. Threw me off. Adam Brock.
Yeah, so I'll make a motion to appoint,
Easy.
Chelsea Canyon.
was it Chelsea Kenyon and Adam Brock as alternates to the planning board till June 2023.
3.
And I'll second that.
All in favor? Okay.
So I will, just take me a minute to type them up, if you can hang
Yeah,
out for a
that's-
minute.
Yep.
So we can get them,
Yep. Well, public
before tomorrow?
comments next.
So what we'll do is we can go through the announcements, public comment and everything. While you're doing that? Can you do that? You
Yeah.
wanna do that? Yeah?
well, I have to take notes on, I'll listen
Okay,
to public
okay, we'll
comment
do
and
it
then I'll run in.
afterwards. We'll do it afterwards. Okay.
Unless you want to take notes.
Nope, I'm good. So, appointments.
So
I'm gonna
public
skip
comment.
down to, pending town investment policy, budget management policy, West Shore Drive culvert, and, website. That's stuff that's pending, so, I don't think there's any updates right now on any of that right now.
No.
I haven't heard, no.
So, I guess we'll go to public comment.
Yep.
What's that?
I said we were fighting to get up
Yeah, oh,
here.
you,
The old lady won. Anyway, my name is Susan. And as you know, I live on Sam Page Road. few years ago, it was the previous road, whatever the
Different road
person's
commissioner,
called.
yep.
They had paved the road, do you remember? So at the end of my driveway, I have a culvert, and it comes down Sam Page, comes to my driveway, and then it goes under the road and goes across the street and drains out into the woods there. So when they were paving the road, they took up a piece of granite that I had on top of the culvert, because it's right at the end of my driveway where we plow. My husband said, "Are we gonna get that back?" "Oh yeah, don't worry about it." Here it is, almost 3 years later?
Have you spoken to the road
I
commissioner?
have. And so he said it was expensive to get the,
So you guys put the granite culvert, the granite,
Did you put it
head wall
in?
on your
no,
side?
no, it's all town property.
Oh,
It's all town property.
so
They
when the,
took the granite
okay.
and never put it back.
But did you originally put that there?
Never.
You didn't, it was, so
It
the
was
town put it
always
there.
town property,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
always.
Yeah, okay.
So all I want is it to come back.
What was the purpose, for somebody that's not a road person, what would the purpose of the granite on top of the culvert to be?
Well, what you do is
Just to
you
have
put a piece of granite over the top, as like a head wall.
Okay.
A lot of the times, because, you'll rock around them. They obviously didn't put it back, and they probably just put riprap around it, correct?
Nothing.
They didn't
He
put
did
any dirt at
nothing.
all?
So my husband, every year, would grab a bunch of rock and put it around. But when you plow, it's not a good solution. The best solution is what it was, a piece of granite over it.
Could we speak with you, Will? Maybe we could pick your brain and help us here?
Now, he
Because
knows, he said that he
well,
had been
I know
over
I've
there.
talked to Will about this, being a liaison and all that. And
Right, no, you
I guess
guys-
it was a little different when, what I was getting out of it was, that we wanted all the granite from all the culverts around town reinstalled and this and that. I wasn't really sure what was going on, but if you're just talking about your one driveway, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say I'm selfish, I'm only thinking
well,
of,
yeah, I
Well,
mean,
no, no.
I mean, but I mean, obviously it is in town right of way, if the road commissioner feels that
it's not my property, it's the town
yeah,
property.
but,
Yeah.
Will, you've looked at it?
Does it need to go
I
back?
told Susan I'd get something to put there, I just ran out of time to put one in there.
Yeah, right now, being wintertime, you don't wanna do
Right,
that.
I
I told her I'd
understand.
get it this summer, but it's one of those
Yeah.
things I totally.
But right now, there's no risk to the road, or there's no danger
No,
or
no,
anything
like
like
she
that.
said, I mean, it washes out, like, it comes down her driveway, then, like, we get runoff from her driveway, and there is kinda like a little valley there, but I mean, if they don't push the snow all the way out in there, I mean,
So what did
I mean, we
the,
try hard not to cause more problems.
so what did the granite do? It stop it from coming down and washing that out?
well, no, I think it was kinda more like, I believe when her husband was plowing it, like, he don't go in the ditch, you know what I mean? Is that
Oh,
what?
okay.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause if you.
Because
it's-
that's a
it's-
safety issue.
Yeah,
But
no,
it wouldn't be
didn't-
anything that would obstruct your plowing.
No, it'd be, I mean, no, it's probably like 2 feet of dirt, before, like the culvert's about 2 feet, so I was just gonna put a piece there and put some dirt over the top of it.
And the other thing that's happening, and I don't know if we had discussed it, is that a lot of the rock and soil and everything goes into that ditch. And every spring, we're out there, trying to clean out the dirt.
You're gonna have that, you're gonna
I
have
think a lot
that.
of that might come out of, comes down your driveway too, so.
It could be, but I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, it's higher up and back and it comes down. I
You're
mean,
gonna get the combination of your driveway, the winter
And then-
sand and
Yep,
everything
all
else that's
that.
going in there. I
and
mean,
then just what that coming down from the top of the hill of Sam Page comes down, and then it crosses right at our driveway.
do we have any old pieces of granite hanging around anywhere that you can just use to put in there so
I
it
have a
doesn't?
piece at- I have a piece at my house.
Well,
um,
no, I
but
meant
not
like,
down the
a-
sand shed, no, it's all
Oh,
rock.
okay.
and they're
I just
pretty
didn't know.
adamant on granite, so I mean,
all right, yeah.
Well, I
we got a
just
bunch
want
of
it
flat-
back the way it was.
then I didn't replace that culvert, I believe that.
No, no,
you
no, it was a previous, yep. yep.
No, and
so you've discussed it, you
Yeah,
got,
but I
you
just
have,
didn't get it around,
Okay.
I just didn't get around to it.
All right. Spring's coming, right?
No, it's all, no, good thing you remind me, so.
so it sounds like it's not a big deal, it's taken care of. It's gonna be taken care of.
it will be taken care of.
Oh, yeah, this
In
way.
the spring.
I'm gonna get
Okay.
Thank you,
And
Will.
if it isn't, I'm gonna get David after you,
Oh, geez,
right?
don't do that.
Yes, no, I am. No, I am.
Okay, okay, problem solved. Okay,
We're still,
public comment. Oh, yep.
Still doing public comment?
Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
look down. I got off track, wasn't sure if we were still in public comment.
Just
Yeah.
checking, Roland Waterhouse. Update on the delivery of the fire truck, is there any? Are
oh,
we gonna get it this year?
we are.
Oh, I know.
Just out
we
of
gotta-
curiosity.
Yes,
Yeah,
so.
I mean, supposedly,
We're gonna-
they went out and did a final inspection on it back in, the end of November. And I thought delivery was
We do have an
January.
update.
So, I will speak on behalf of the fire chief because he's not here, but based on my communications with him, I expect that we'll have it within a month. I'm gonna say within a month. We have been asked to cut the final check, which the town is holding until it shows up at the property on 109. But I know that that request was made and it is within weeks. I'm gonna say a month to give myself a little more time, but that was the last conversation with Wayne and we have the check ready. We just did that
Oh, I have
last
a
week.
Yep.
feeling-
So I think it's gonna be any time, Ron.
Because they wanted the check up front before
we
it
said
delivered, and we said no. The agreement was, when it shows up in our yard, we'll pay for it, so we're hoping that
So
might
we,
expedite
yep,
the
so we
position.
cut it, we have it in our hot little hands, and
Just checking, wanna make sure it hadn't dropped through the crack.
Oh, no.
We're on it.
Wayne's been working very diligently on it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any more public comment? Okay. You want to read the announcement?
Yeah, I'll go through the announcements if you wanna, do you wanna,
Oh, you want me to go do that?
you wanna do that, or?
I'll go do that. I'm not bringing them back in here, you're just gonna
No,
come in and
right.
sign
Oh,
them?
all right, well, then you can just wait then.
We'll just wait then.
Yeah. All right, so, we'll come
Okay,
talk.
Then come on up before we get,
Probably doesn't matter, but, Will Langley, back when we had all that rain there a few weeks ago, back in December there, the end of Hawk Road there, all that water and all that dirt washed out at the end of Hawk Road there, and,
talking about the culvert.
the culvert there, well, I called the gentleman from the state there, and if it's all right with you guys, he wanted me to ask permission from you guys and from me. They're willing to, he told me they'd have no time to replace the culvert's junk, so that's why it keeps backing up.
Which one is that?
The one right at the end of the one right at 109 in Hawk Road.
Oh, okay.
And they're willing to donate the culvert to us. I'm gonna meet him out there in the springtime. He said, he doesn't think they'll be able to replace it, it needs to be replaced, because the water gets to it and just doesn't go anywhere.
The steel culvert.
Right. If it's all right with you guys, you want me to just run it by you guys, be all right if they donated the culvert to us and I put it in, because he said he just wouldn't have time to do it.
Well, I mean, we've changed culverts, about
Right.
state roads, no different than when we're working on county road or whatever. I mean, we
Yeah.
do the work up to the state road.
Right, I asked them if it's something they wanted to replace, I don't, they might do it a little bit different than I do it. but
They're
he
willing to
said-
donate the culvert,
Yeah, he
that's
said they'd
good.
donate the culvert or
Yeah.
some dirt, whatever we want, but he was all adamant on, he said he'd give us the culvert, we just have
Yeah.
to put it in, that's all right with you guys.
You're gonna be doing
That's
work
fine
over
with
there
us.
anyways? or-
Right, that's what I kinda told him, I plan on doing something there this year, so I mean, he just wanted me to run it
Yeah.
by you guys and make
I
sure.
have no issues
I don't
at
have a
all. It's
problem with
on our
that.
road,
Do you
so-
need something sent to them
No,
or
he
written
said
up,
as long
or?
as I run it by you guys, you
Okay.
guys are fine with it, that's all.
No problem.
There's some towns, they tell them to pound sand when it comes to that stuff, and
Why would they do that?
I don't know, that's what he told me, so.
Okay. Yeah.
As long as you guys are all set with it, I'm
We're
gonna
fine,
have to do
yep.
it, so.
Yep, it would be good to
Your
get it
road,
taken
you
care of.
Gotta get it fixed, right?
All right, sounds good, thank you.
Any more public comment? Okay, I guess we're gonna go to announcements.
January 19th, we have a planning board meeting at 6 PM. January 21st, we have a Mary Grant at 2 PM. The 23rd, Capital Improvement Committee at 5 PM. Also on the 23rd, we have a Conservation Forest Committee at 6:30 PM. 25th, we have a Select Board meeting at 6, and the 28th, we have a Rec Committee at 9 AM.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second that. All in favor? Good night, everybody.